Hi guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is a really exciting video for me because this is a collaboration with Gina from Crumple Cones, and I'll link her channel somewhere here. And she's always so sweet and supportive, and she leaves some super sweet comments on my videos, and I reached out to her and asked her if she wanted to do a collab on this particular topic, and she immediately agreed. So I will link her video as well as her channel in the description box below. Make sure that you watch her video, like and subscribe to her as well. And if I'm sounding a little, I don't know, a little different, it's because I just came home. I went out and I just got home and the lighting was perfect, so was my wing liner, so I decided to film this video. Yeah, without further ado, let's get on to the video. Alrighty, so starting off, I have some basic things which I think every girl, every female should own, because this not only relates to people who do nail art, but it also relates to people who change their nail polish often or not. The first item that I think everybody must own is a basic bottle of nail polish remover. I think this is absolutely must. Even if you're not a nail art person, I definitely recommend a nail polish remover for sure. And the other one that I think everyone must own is a bottle of nail polish thinner. In India, nail polish thinner is not available in particular, so I just use paint thinner and it works amazingly. This one was for 50 bucks, and I'm just down to there, and yeah, this works really well. I've been using it for over a year, so I think nail polish thinner is another thing that most of y'all should own. The other thing that I think y'all should have is a cotton bag, cotton pad, whatever you want to call it. Cotton basically is what I like to say, because you need to remove your nail polish so often or not or whatever. In case you want to remove nail polish, I think having cotton balls is the best option. Cotton balls or cotton pads will work. I've tried removing my nail polish with tissue paper, with cloth, and they don't work as well, but cotton balls work very well. So my next recommendation would definitely go to a set of dotting tools. So these dotting tools, I bought them off of eBay. They are a dual-ended dotting tool. So, and this one is a glass one. So this has one side of a dot and this has another side, a size of dot. So these varies. So you get 10 different sizes. So I think you need to definitely have dotting tools, because you can not only use them to make dots, you can also use them for so many things. Even for drawing, some of these dotting tools are really helpful. Even if you're the kind of person who cannot freehand very easily, then dotting tool will give you a more stable hand. So I highly recommend a pair of dotting tools, and I got this off of eBay, and I'll link it in the description box below. So if you are fine with drawing with dotting tools but you want to do some more intricate work, then I highly suggest you to get a pair of nail art brushes. These are easily available in so many different websites. Try Born Pretty Store, Winstonia, I think whatsupnails.com, Flipkart, eBay, Amazon. You can try anywhere and I'm sure you'll get these. And there are also sets of 3 which are just paint brushes, but this is from Flipkart, and it has like 5 different types of brushes. So you can even use brushes from the craft store and trim them down to your size. But I think a pair of nail art brushes will be a really good investment, because these are specifically meant for your nails, so the dimensions are much lesser than what a typical craft store paint brush would be. So along the same lines, I also recommend you to get a pair or a set of striping tapes, because these are useful for doing so many different designs. You can use them, you can directly place them on your nails at any point, and that would be a really cool design. And you can use them to make very thin lines, and you can make them you can use them for geometric patterns and things like that. Really basic stuff. I think striping tape plays a really important role, and you can get this for dirt cheap in so many stores, and these will last you forever, because you're going to use only a small amount of it, and you don't need a very large batch. So I definitely recommend, and I got this from eBay for these were set of 10 for like 150 rupees, which is roughly $2. So you might ask me, I'm not a person who does nail art that often, but I definitely do, but that's very rare. I do not want to make an investment on dotting tools because I'm not sure if I'm going to use it more. What do I do in that case? So I recommend you to have these two babies, definitely. So this is toothpick and Q-tips or cotton buds, whatever you want to call them. So toothpicks, they make a really great tool, not only for nail art but for cleanup as well. And you can use toothpicks, you can use both the ends to make dots of various sizes. You can use toothpicks to draw. You can also use toothpicks to clean under your nails or to remove nail polish from your cuticles which might have flooded. So toothpicks would be a really great option. So Q-tips is not only useful for cleaning up, but you can also use them as dotting tools. You can just snip in the center and you'll get two different pieces, so that can be used as a dotting tool. There are a lot of DIY dotting tools that you can do by yourself. You can use empty pens, which is what I used to use way back in the day, and you can use bobby pins, you can use needles. There are so many household items which will give you the same effect. But I personally recommend you to buy dotting tools. If you want to buy anything out of this video, then I definitely recommend you to buy dotting tools, because they give you so much precision. You know, I was the kind of person who thought, I can DIY it, why do I need to spend my money on it? But then when I bought it, I knew why people always have dotting tools in their stash. It's because they make great tools. They are better than toothpick and Q-tips. But if you're the kind of person who doesn't do nail art much but does it rarely, then I highly recommend you to use either toothpicks with Q-tips, empty pens, bobby pins, needles, something like that. You can always make do with what you have at home. So if you're wearing your nail polish for 2 or 3 days and you want to jazz up your nails in a matter of seconds, but you don't want more effort into it, then here comes studs. So these studs, again, easily available in a lot of online stores or even in local stores as well. I definitely recommend you to have a pair of these studs. So you can just place them on top of your nail polish, and you know, they give like a very, you know, they give a different kind of effect. You know, they jazz up your nails instantly. Pair of studs, these not only, you know, jazz up your plain nails, but when you're doing nail art, they also add a little bit of bling to your nails. So if you're like blingy and like me, I think studs will be a really great addition to your stash. Even if you're not the kind of person to do nail art very often, the next few things that I suggest are something that everybody must own, according to me at least, because they are basic things and they're not base coats and top coats, which obviously everyone should have. The first two colors would be definitely black and white. So I have my Color Street Snow White and I have my Color Bar black. So just a plain black and white, nothing too special about this, because blacks and whites are used as bases for so many different designs. They are used over a wide range of designs, and the counterparts to them would be a black and a white nail striper. So there is something special about these nail stripers, that they have a brush like so. They have a brush. Oh, my shirt is black, so you won't be able to see. Well, anyway, if you have a black striper, you'll definitely know. So they have a brush inside, and if you pull it off, then you'll have a cap with a pinpointy thingy inside. Using this, you can draw so many precise designs. I've used this in one of my Aztec nail art videos recently, like a couple of months back, and I used this baby. And you can use this like a pen. You can just draw. You just need to squeeze it in the beginning and just put it on some paper in the beginning and then draw on your nails. So these will give you amazing precision. They give you so thin lines that it looks like you have stamped on, you know. They are just beautiful. If you're willing to do something a bit more than basic, then gradients are a really good option, and you definitely need makeup sponges in order to do it. Not makeup sponges in particular, any type of sponge will work. Trust me, I used to use a different kind of sponge and the gradient effect was just the same, you know. So I got this from Big Bazaar, and you get like a whole pack for I think a couple of 100 rupees, like 150 or 250. You get like 32 pack, and I got just a 4-pack. These are just foundation sponges, but like I said, any sponge can be used to make gradients. And speaking of gradients, they're definitely messy, I know. So you need cleanup brushes. So even if you're not doing gradients, anything else like water marble, or sometimes stamping, or sometimes, you know, you're just lazy and you don't paint properly and it becomes a bit messy, so you need cleanup brushes. So these two are from craft store. I don't really, you know, go searching for a particular type of cleanup brushes. I just see that they are of this angle, and if they are, I just buy them. So they work really well for my nails as well as my mom's nails. So cleanup brushes will give you a really clean looking manicure, and it will make your nails look so polished. highly recommend you. If you do not want to waste a lot of time with cleanup and things like that, definitely Scotch Tape. So Scotch Tape is a multi-purpose tape. It not only adds as a cuticle barrier, you can use Scotch Tape to make various geometric designs also, and you can make hearts and stars if you have those kinds of scissors. Definitely these are really great additions to your stash, and these are just stationery items which work really well for your nail art stash as well. So these are definitely multi-purpose. And a new addition to the whole nail art essential stack would have to be liquid latex. This has been the rage of 2015 as far as I can tell in the nail art community. Lot of people use liquid latex even for a simple nail art such as stamping. This is just Fevicol in a clean bottle and nothing special in it, but this does great jobs. And if you haven't seen my liquid latex peel off something video, and I'll put it right here for you guys to see it. So this is a really good option. Also a great peel off base coat must have, because if you're like me who doesn't have time to change nail polish always, or who's too lazy to scrub off the nail polish, then use this as a base and then paint your nails, put glitter or whatever, remove the next day. So I just love this stuff, and this is my second bottle that I'm going through it. Bottle as in like I've refilled this for the second time. After you're done stripping your cuticles off of your moisture, you need to add back moisture. So what are you going to use? Cuticle oils. Definitely, even if you don't paint your nails, you need to have a cuticle oil or cuticle balm, because they keep your hands really healthy, really presentable. So I have two options. One is the Body Herbals Nail and Cuticle Oil, got this off of Flipkart, and the other one is a DIY cuticle oil, which if you haven't seen, again I'll link it right here for you to see. So these two definitely add back some moisture onto your nails, and or just straight up use coconut oil or olive oil and they do great. Okay, there are definitely certain tips that I do want to share with you, the things that I do that makes a little bit of difference in some way or the other. If you have a toothbrush stand or a cup that you're not using, or something that I have is this. So this is the fast track watch thingy that this watch actually came in. So I store them here. Also I have my striping tape. I don't know if you can see. So I have my striping tape, my dotting tools and my brushes here. This makes a really great stand, and you don't need some expensive ones. Some DIY ones will absolutely do the job. A lot of people use different types of palettes or aluminum foils in order to put their polishes when they're working on a nail art design, to dip the dotting tool or to dip the striper brush. But what I do is use this. You might be wondering what this is. If you can see, I've used this a little bit like a palette. So this is nothing but nail polish remover pads. So I have finished up the whole pack, so I didn't want to throw it, and I thought this will be a really great way to use this as a palette. If you have anything plasticky like this, definitely use this, because if you use things like aluminum foil and if you have your fan on, they tend to like fly away, but these don't. These are really sturdy and you can use the whole thing for a really long time. So I had a plastic lid which was like this big, and I used it for over a year. Only then it was empty as in I used up the whole thing, that there was no place left. So the other advantage of this is you can use them both the sides. I just have this, so just some paper, you can remove the paper and totally use this. So definitely these are really good. And some people might say that you have to have acrylic paints if you are a beginner at nail art. I personally have never used acrylic paints with any of my designs. I feel comfortable doing them in nail polish itself. But if you're really scared and you don't want to ruin your nails in any way, then you can definitely go for acrylic paints. That would be a great option. But for me personally, I don't use acrylic paint, so I haven't recommended. Everything that I've shown in this video are personally used by me and I love them, and that is why I recommended them to you. So these were my many must-haves or beginners essentials for nail art. Let me know in the comments down below if I have missed anything that you think is really important for a beginner to have. And please check out Gina's video as well and subscribe to her. Tell her that I sent you, give her some love, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.